Well, what's your question?
Well, since I'm from Detroit, I had to ask, what was the most interesting thing that you learned about Aretha Franklin when you were playing her role?
Whew. I mean, she is definitely one of the most interesting, I have to look at it from a character perspective, characters I've ever portrayed because she has so many levels to her. So that's gonna be a hard question to answer. But one of my favorite things that I learned about her is when I got to go to Detroit during the press tour, I felt like I got to see her heart throughout the people of Detroit. Like there wasn't one person I passed, I don't care what they did, who they were, that said, she fed us. You know, she took care of us. She would make us dinner and cook us food. And I was like, if you ever want to know how big Miss Franklin heart was, go to Detroit and you will find out. Yes. How were you when you met Aretha Franklin?
I think I must have been about 27, 20.
Where did y'all first meet at?
I went to see her sing at the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion. And I went backstage. Actually, I was in the audience, and she wouldn't hit any notes. She wouldn't hit one near high note at all. So I said, oh, she must be tired, or she must have a cold or something. And because the audience was like, the tension was like this. I said, oh my God. So I went backstage, and she said, first thing she said, without even looking at me, she must see me peripherally, and she said, oh, you that girl my kids won't take off the radio. I said, well, that'd probably be me. I said, but did you get any sleep last night?
What'd she say back? Because Aretha, you know.
That's what, yeah, I know. So, you know, sometimes that's how best friendships start.
Yes.
Through insult.
Oh my God. That's a true diva moment right there.
Oh, it's truth. Not insult, it's more of truth.
More of a truth.
Truth, yes.
Now, I know you all were very close to Miss Aretha Franklin.
Oh, yes.
Yes. And we all miss her dearly, right? And I feel like I was one of the last people to talk to her right before she, you know, passed. And I always wanted to share with y'all, when we was in that conversation, the one thing she got out is she started singing y'all's song. And she stopped and said, now, Jennifer, you know who that is, don't you? And then she said, that's the Isley Brothers. And I said, yes, ma'am, I know. And I just wanted to share that with y'all because, you know, she was dear and special to us all.
When she, well, she was my friend for 60 years, and she asked me, we were talking, me and my wife and Candy, and she said, who's gonna play my part? I want you guys to tell me who you think should play my part. Only one person can play that role and sing. She said, Jennifer Hudson.
Oh my God.
You played it too. Yes, you played it too. You played it. And we stayed on the phone for 3 or 4 hours after that, talking about the movie and what it would be like, and you know how good you sang, and you know how you could play the whole nine.
Tell me, what was it like knowing Miss Aretha Franklin?
So I met Aretha, Miss Franklin, Queen of Soul, forever.
Yes, always.
The first time when I was a little girl, but I didn't know that she was Aretha Franklin. But we then later reconnected when I was a dancer on Soul Train, and she wanted to learn how to do the robot. So I have the distinction. I would go to her Encino estate and teach her how to dance, do the robot. Mostly she would cook and we would talk. Ooh. And throughout my career, she was always very supportive of me. And this is the last Christmas party that she gave before she went on to glory. And I was happy that I could be there at her request.
Yes. Oh, I was supposed to be at that party. Yes. So we have to talk about Miss Aretha Franklin, who was very special to both of us.
Yes.
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 She was amazing.
And she loved you dearly.
And I loved her dearly. And you took the stage at you spoke at her funeral
yes.
as well.
Yes. She and I were very close, as were you with her. Going back to when I began working for Mayor Young in Detroit, 1989. And Aretha was our queen, and so the mayor made sure she was always straight. And so I was one of the people that he assigned to make sure that she got everything she needed while in Detroit.
So you spent a lot of time with her.
Yeah, and then later when I came to television, she was proud of me and then kind of pulled me in closer to try and give me some direction and orders. And
yeah. Oh, yeah, she gonna get some orders now.
That's right.
Oh, I miss those orders.
Yeah.
Hearing from. Did she ever cook for you?
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
But I got a bigger one for
What's
you.
that? Look at her. The queen.
We were in Washington, D.C. I think it was for one of her big honors, Kennedy honors or something. We
She had a lot
stand
of
at the Four Seasons Hotel there in Georgetown, beautiful, and they have this great brunch every Sunday morning. And so she calls, says, Greg, we're going down to brunch. Oh, okay, Reef. I'm going down in the lobby. You know, she had her 6 security. She needed it, 6 security guys. Everybody wants a piece of Aretha. And so we're waiting, and they say, okay, judges, we're heading on out. I said, what are you talking about? The brunch is right here. She said, no, we're not going to that brunch. I said, where are we going? They said, down to the Johnny Rockets. Up the street. I said, hold on, Ree. You told me we was going to brunch, and this is the best brunch in town. I didn't tell you it was going to be here.
Oh, my God.
So that's one of my famous stories regarding her preparing dinner or otherwise having dinner with her.
Well, she made sure you was fed. I'm sure she did, right? That's right.
And she was that's the down-to-earth
Yes.
homegirl. That's one of the things I like to point out with that.
Yes.
Is that she was very down-to-earth. I mean, how many superstar queen voted as the #1 singer of all time?
All time. Yes.
And by the way, you're the only one that could ever have done that, so
Thank you
you're
so
right
much.
there.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
But yes, only one.
Thank you. You performed with Miss Aretha Franklin?
I did. Something
Yeah. What was
you,
that like?
I mean,
Yeah. Ooh.
there we are.
I want to hear all about it.
As you know extremely well, she was just the most giving, most incredible
Yes.
artist. We all knew Aretha Franklin for the legendary artistic prowess in her voice, of course, that spanned generations. But the most amazing thing that I experienced being with her was just how open she was to just to trying new things and to the collaboration.
Yes.
And all the greats have never stopped learning. When I meet, whether it's Aretha Franklin or Tony Bennett or whoever it is, they always had a fire to keep trying new things and new styles. So, but the biggest thing that I learned from working with Aretha Franklin is that no matter what you rehearse backstage, when the microphone goes to her mouth, your microphone goes down. And that was just...
That sounds about right.
That was an instinct that I learned immediately, that when that sound came out, it was like, I have nothing to offer this. This is, yes, that is...
You just want to sit,
I just want to listen and be a fan.
student,
I want to be a fan this
take a
close.
lesson.
This close, I got to be a fan.
I agree with you again, Josh.
Very fun. But no, she was an absolute treasure, and it was a great thrill to do. That was for Mandela's birthday celebration we did at Radio City Music Hall.
What did y'all sing?
Yeah, we sang "You Raise Me Up."
You raised me
Yeah,
up. Oh
we
my
did.
God,
Yes,
that's
we
such
did.
a moment. You covered Aretha Franklin's
I did.
Respect in 1980.
Uh-huh.
How did that come about?
I like the song.
We all love the song.
I love the song. I love Aretha. I got to meet her. She scared me to death. I wouldn't even go up and talk to her.
Yeah, that scared me too. Eh?
Yeah, but I got to meet her in Washington, D.C. at Christmas in Washington, and she's just amazing.
If you like this video, smash that like button and subscribe to the Jennifer Hudson Show YouTube channel. Check your local listings or visit jenniferhudsonshow.com to see when you can watch full episodes in your area. And don't forget to sign up for the newsletter.